A high priority for the Nebraska 4-H program is to provide youth with a safe learning environment where they can experience positive youth development. Welcome to the Fast Track 4-H volunteer training on youth safety. 4-H clubs and 4-H activities should be fun and educational. That's what 4-H is all about. It's also important that we provide a safe environment for those activities. As volunteers and staff members, we need to ask ourselves, are there risks associated with this activity? If yes, how can we reduce the risks? Should we avoid the risks? Nebraska 4-H policies help ensure that risks to youth in the 4-H program are reduced and managed so that 4-H members, staff members, and volunteers are protected. You can find the 4-H policy handbook on the Nebraska 4-H website. These policies provide benefits to all of us. We want everyone to be working in the safest environment possible. What are some of the policies that will help protect youth? Background checks on volunteers and staff contribute to a safe environment. Volunteers are re-screened every 4 years through Health and Human Services for child abuse and neglect changes. In addition, all volunteers, judges, workshop presenters, and more are checked annually on the state and national sex offender registry. How can we ensure youth safety and protect you as a volunteer? Nebraska 4-H policies state that volunteers and staff members should avoid all one-to-one situations with non-related youth. The best way to deliver 4-H is to always have other adults present or work with a group of young people. There should always be one adult present for each 10 youth. Having a minimum of 2 adults present, regardless of the size activity, is preferred. Volunteers are required to participate in chaperone training before any overnight 4-H programs or events. Please check with your local extension office for more information on this training. Adults should also avoid using bathrooms at the same time as youth. For times where adults and youth will have to share bathrooms, especially showering facilities, plan to schedule youth and adult showering times. For example, youth will shower in the evening, adults in the morning. Many 4-H events require travel. To ensure a safe experience for youth, volunteers need to present a current driver's license to extension staff prior to driving youth to 4-H events. This is for events that we provide transportation for, not families getting their youth to an event. When transporting youth, adults should avoid putting themselves in a one-to-one situation with non-related youth. Plan ahead to reduce the risks. Following these policies will help protect youth in the Nebraska 4-H program as well as you as a volunteer. Here's some additional ways to keep youth safe. Never leave youth unsupervised. Always be prepared and have plenty of adults to help you. Have a safety plan in place for your club. Consider having at least one adult get certified in CPR and first aid, and having a first aid kit on hand is always a great idea. The youth safety policy is about ensuring that youth in our care are safe from harm. Use common sense and involve others in your safety effort. If a situation appears to be unsafe or doesn't feel right, reduce the risk. And as always, report all potential safety issues to your local extension office. As a volunteer, if you have witnessed or even suspect child abuse or neglect, you must report the situation. Everyone in the state of Nebraska is a mandatory reporter. The 24-hour statewide hotline number is listed on the screen. Put together a risk management plan that works for your club. Remember, risk is always present. We need to identify those risks, reduce the risk or avoid the risk, and make changes as needed to provide a safe environment for youth involved with the Nebraska 4-H program. 4-H volunteers, we thank you for your help and support in keeping Nebraska 4-H youth safe. Thanks for listening in to the Fast Track 4-H volunteer training on youth safety.